Right, I've grouped them together now in several groups. Yeah, I'm gonna do the highest ones that I have, the B and the D whistles, and then I'm gonna stick my C whistles with the B whistles and the A's and the G's together, and then you got a whole sort of high and mezzo range together. So I'm starting with the little Wild Irish uh, E flat whistle. So even my thoughts, finger spacing for somebody who has really big fingers, this might be a problem actually. These higher whistles, because finger spacing is quite tight on a higher whistle. Um, Lovely little whistle. It's got a little birdie in it. um, and I'll give you a sound sample of all of these. So just do, like a straight up and down. Now the high the higher ones, they need a bit of warming up. Obviously I haven't warmed this up a lot, but they you can get a bit of clogging initially. um it seems to be, different from whistle to whistle. I have a Kerry B flat, and I'd recently bought the B natural, and oh my god, the Kerry B flat, I have no clogging problem, and with the B natural, for some reason, it's just awful for me. It might actually improve on playing. I swapped the heads around, and noticed the change because they got the same ball size, but the sound is slightly different. So the headpiece on the B natural is a little bit shorter than on the B flat, obviously. So I don't know why that is, why that thing is clogging so much for me. No idea. If anybody's got an idea about that, maybe I should sand something down inside, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. It's very peculiar because I don't have those clogging problems with any of the other Kerry whistles. So I'll just play a little tune with this one now. What I like particularly about this whistle is like on the lower notes, it's very responsive to you doing this sort of finger wafting, and it just has this really lovely mellow sounding note that it produces. I love this mellowness about this whistle, and that was the same that I had with the sork whistles. I don't know how you say them, um, and that's what is particularly nice, I think, also about the wild Irish whistles. It's that mellowness, that there's a certain tonal quality to them that is really really nice and soft. The B flat was gorgeous in that respect as well. So I'll move on to the next one. This is the Mullan range. So they come in this little pouch thing, Mullan. Um, I was made aware of those in the whistle group, and I heard some people play them, and I thought, well, they sound really beautiful. And when I got them, and you know, to be honest with you, playing them compared, because I had the Lear high D at the same time, I can't really find much of a difference between this one and the Lear, except for this one cost me 38 euros, and the Lear was, when I bought it, 110. They've now come down in price, but the price, or 100 and, yeah, no, 109 I paid for it. So they're a lot more affordable, and because I started swinging towards the Kerry whistles and the you know, the different mouthpieces and the different type of whistle. um I thought, well, I'll keep these because I like the softness of the tone, and they tend to not let you down, these whistles. Sometimes with these whistles, they are actually more difficult to play, I find, because unless you have real good sort of control of your the amount of force that you put through the whistle, your breath control has to be a lot more refined for these whistles than it has for these. So they are easier to play, I find, and easy, very easy to reach the high notes and sound very soft and very mellow, and they don't let you down. So I just play it just up and down the scale. Did you hear how easy that was in the high octave? Again, I found the Lear was the same. It just doesn't let you down in those higher octaves. You know, it will play ball. This thing is, it's finding it hard to stay sharp. So I'll play a little, and you have the same mellow sound. The difference between the Lear that I had and this one, and the Sorg as well, is the Lear and the Sorg were louder. This one is a lot less loud. So as far as being, you know, what you would say, I don't know, session whistle, you'd probably struggle with this one. But for at home, this is actually very nice on the ears because it isn't too loud. She was getting a bit husky there. Could also, I find that keeping them clean helps as well. Like sometimes when they get husky, you want to give them a little bath with you know, shampoo, with some fairy liquid. Um, Another thing that I found that was different with these whistles is that if when they do get a bit of clogginess, often when you go into the higher octave, you can actually play through that clogginess and it shifts itself. So you're coming out. This is getting all blurry. Sorry, this is because of the bad lighting. Um, you don't have the same effect with some of the other whistles, but these kind of tend to come out of it again. That's what I found anyway. Um, I'm gonna go over to the little cobre D, the Kerry cobre D. I need to warm this thing up a bit. Now this is a this is this reminds me a lot of the Karavev whistles. This particular one may be leaking a little bit of air. I don't know. I tried to put a little bit of taping in here to stop that from happening. But it sometimes, in the higher octaves, it just doesn't want to play ball. Um, the Karavev is a lot more stable, but it's got a peculiar sound to it because this is copper, so it's a completely different kettle of fish compared to the brass ones. The brass ones tend to be very soft. The Lear one, having this silver coating, is just that nuance more clear and sharp and more defined. Um, and this one's got a very unique sound. It's probably closest to the original sound of the tin whistles. The um I don't know. It's got a very peculiar sound to it. So I'll just play a little scale first. So more brass control needed, especially more push in the higher octaves. Yeah, mouthpiece is obviously this plastic thing. Also, I find like when the I never know what is it. Be natural. This one here. It's a bit weak on this one. It's a little bit stronger on this one, right? I just try and play this tune. I think it's a sweet sounding little thing. Um, I'll try another one. I think it's got this little tweaky birdie sort of sound. I really love it. I'm just giving you sound samples here and I'm telling you how I feel, right? So again, going onto this mouthpiece, it's it's these fat mouthpieces that I find a bit more uncomfortable in the mouth. Anyway. So this one is a lot louder than the other one, right? So I'm now going to move on to, this is my latest D whistle acquisition. This is the Mazur one, and I really have taken to this one. This is a beautiful little whistle. Needs warming up. It's not what I would say is the loudest whistle. You know, I've only got comparison. I'm going to get myself. I think this is going to be the last one I get. Is the Kerry Buska High D. But hopefully I'll get the Thunderbird because I like the older range better. For some reason, it sounds softer to me. But the only other Kerry I have to compare that is kind of you know, in the similar range, that would be the C, the Buska C, and it's a lot louder and needs a lot more portion air. So this doesn't need a lot of air. It's beautiful little whistle. So I'll just do a scale. What's nice is like um, the the sound level between the higher and the lower octave is very sort of equal. There's not like some, because you have to push so much more that the higher octave becomes so much louder than the lower. That's not as pronounced in this whistle. Also, it's a lot more responsive to when you do this compared to the Mullan. I'm not very good at that yet. I just thought I'll show you that a little bit. Sorry, I'm tired. So again, it's got this birdie sound in it. I really, really like this whistle. I like all my whistles that I have now. I just thought I'd share with you what they sound like. And finally, I'm going to show you the little polymer. I mean, lots of people have probably showed this one, but you know, this is for what for what you pay for it. This is an absolutely brilliant whistle. The one thing that I feel is funny here is because you're sort of thumping on plastic. It gives you a funny feeling, which has just put me off like playing it. Having played those, which for some reason I'm reminded that my fingers are bones and they're clapping on something, which is just completely. It just got to me. I'll do use a shotgun farewell as well. Right, so that was my D's. I'm shattered. So I hope this helps you. And if you have any questions about any further questions, you can ask me underneath the video, and I'll try my best to answer them. I think the next slot is going to be the C's and the B's together, and then I'll group the A's and the G's that I have, and hopefully this helps you, and hopefully the sound came across fairly well, and my opinions on these things. So bye for now, and I'll see you in the next one.